The Tale of the Golden Cranes, from Korea and from the Philippines, written by Kristine Joan Barredo, illustrated by Kristine Joan Barredo. Long ago, there lived two boys who were fond of learning and discovering. Although these boys came from different countries, Jimin from Korea and Julio from the Philippines, they made no differences in terms of culture and livelihood. When dawn was breaking over the horizon, they could hear the rooster crows. People woke up for a new day ahead. Fathers prepare to work in the fields. Mothers cook for something to eat. The children help in doing household chores. Everyone is busy. Then one day, the Mumbaki came to the farmland of the chieftain of Ifugao's tribe to deliver the agricultural right for the rice god Bulul. From the preparation and planting through harvest, the 12-time honored rice rituals were religiously practiced by the forefathers of Julio. These rites, summoning spirits through narrative songs and making animal offering, called baki. The rice rituals illustrate harmony and balance with the environment and the Ifugao's desire for a bountiful harvest. The agriculture year starts in December with the Lukya, which means opening, and it marks the start of the planting season, Tungod, and the taking of the rice from the granary. The hitngat is performed after the cleaning of the terraces. The panal is performed as the seeds are sown in the seedbed. The bolnat ceremony occurs as the seedlings are transplanted to the terraces. Blessings are asked for productive and healthy plants. After the planting season is completed, the Ulpi marks Thanksgiving for a successful planting. The ceremony might take place in January or February. The Hop ritual occurs during the growing season while farmers weed the terraces. The Mumbaki prays for the protection of the plants from pests and diseases. The Botad is recited while the terrace walls are being cleaned and cleared, asking for the rice plants to bear abundant grains. The Paad is conducted as the rice grains mature, making promises to the gods as the rice grains are maturing. The Ngilin ceremony signals the eve of the harvest season. During the Ani, the Harvest Day ritual recalls the story of how the sacred rice, Ipugo or Butnul, came from the sky world and was first planted in the terraces. The Upin, the post-harvest ritual, asks for blessings on the harvested rice and the village with prosperity, health, and peace for all. The rice cycle ends with the Kahi rite of Thanksgiving and the replenishment of the granaries. On the other hand, Jimin's family also prepared for the Sononje, a rite paying homage to the two agricultural gods, Shenong and Huji. Most of the paddy fields cultivate rice. They divide the seasons into 24 seasonal divisions depending on the location of the sun. The early farming period began after Ipchun, beginning of spring, the mid-season farming period after Ipa, beginning of summer, and the late farming period after Ipchu, beginning of fall. Farming rituals take place at various times of the year. In the fourth lunar month, prior to the sowing of rice seeds or rice planting, sacrificial foods are offered to the village guardian deity called Sonang, or to the house guardian god Songju, in a ritual held on the banks of rice paddies. In many villages, rituals are also held after rice planting is completed, offering prayers for abundant rain and good harvest on the banks. Since rice farming relies greatly on water supply, many rituals worship Yongsin, who oversees water and takes place at the sluice gate. The sixth lunar month is the time of the water festival, Yudu, and the seasonal divisions Chopok, or first heat, and Jongbok, or middle heat. It was believed that frying pancakes with oil by the rice paddies on Yudu Day contributed to the reducing pest damage. So rituals were observed around the country with various foods. In the seventh lunar month, on Baekjung, All Souls Day, or Chilsok, the seventh day of the seventh lunar month, rituals were held to keep birds and mice out of the fields. Father, where does rice came from?
Do you know, son, that agricultural activities started around the 60th century BC in the Korean peninsula? The Iron Age greatly contributed to improving agricultural technology and installing irrigation structures such as Bu and Jiyeon for crop irrigation. All irrigation water was primarily used in paddy fields for rice cultivation.
Wow, that is interesting. They created irrigation paddy fields for rice cultivation. They have high level of knowledge and techniques in building dams even in the ancient times. Father, what do you call this rice?
This is called tinawan because, as the name implies, it is raised only once a year. Urfugao tribe are the direct descendants of Wigan, the god of the sky world, whose son and daughter became the first parents of the Ifugao. Legend has it that the god from sky world gave the first sacred rice to the Ifugao.
I bet there are so many tales about him. But how can we plant rice in the mountains, Father?
Our tribe will create terrace fields because it will decrease both erosion and surface runoff, and may be used to support growing crops that require irrigation, such as tinawan rice.
Every day, they witnessed how the seeds grow and cultivated, how the people in the whole community worked together in the farm fields. It was a sight to behold. The day of the harvest came. They both welcomed the golden